Spallin. It's Monday, and today's a special Monday. It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Who is Martin Luther King Jr.? Stick around. We're going to find out. We're going to find out why he was so important. Get up and move it.
Life and love. Good morning, sun. How are you? Skies above. Gee, it's great to be alive and love. Good morning, sun.
All right, let's get warmed up and let's find out all about Martin Luther King Jr. That's what he looks like. So today we're going to do a spot run story time. So get up right now. Start spot running, and we're going to learn all about Martin Luther King Jr. When Martin Luther King Jr. was born, his parents Michael and Alberta gave him a different name from the one we know him today. They called him Michael, but Michael Sr. later changed his name and his sons to Martin Luther, after the famous religious leader. The middle-class family was very religious. Both Martin's father and grandfather were pastors in Atlanta, Georgia. The King children grew up in a loving home but experienced racism from an early age. In the spring of 1963, King organized a protest in Birmingham, Alabama. The event drew nationwide attention. That's because city police officers blasted the participants with fire hoses and let attack dogs loose. King and others were jailed. After their release, King and other civil rights leaders laid plans for a demonstration in the nation's capital. The March on Washington attracted more than 200,000 people. On August 28, 1963, at the Lincoln Memorial, King gave his "I Have a Dream" speech. He spoke of a day when all men and women would be treated equally. King went on to win the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize. He was only 35 years old and the youngest person to have received the honor. The fight for equal rights, however, was far from over. On March 7, 1965, demonstrators set off on a 54-mile march organized by King from Selma to Montgomery. The event became violent when police met marchers with nightsticks and tear gas on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. 17 people ended up in the hospital. King was not present, but he watched the scene unfold on TV. Soon after, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The law stated that all citizens had a right to vote. On April 3, 1968, King traveled to Memphis, Tennessee, in support of striking sanitation workers. In a speech there, he said, "I have seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we, as a people, will get to the promised land." In the United States, King's birthday is observed as a national holiday on the third Monday in January. On that day, many Americans volunteer at shelters, schools, hospitals, and other community organizations to honor the civil rights leader's legacy of service and commitment. Did you spot run the whole time? Nice job.
Good morning, muscles!
It's game time! Game time this week. We are continuing with what we were working on last week. Last week we were working on so much throwing, tossing, and catching. Today we have something really cool planned for you. We're going to learn how to make a paper airplane and practice throwing it. So first thing you need to do is you need to get a piece of paper. This is Mr. Fallon's piece of paper. We're going to learn how to make a paper airplane today. All right, once you have your piece of paper, you're going to take it and fold it in half, and you want to make sure the corners line up perfect. The better you get it to line up, the better your paper airplane is going to fly. You want to fold it in half like a hot dog bun, just like that. And then once you get it, really push down that fold so that it stays nice and crisp. Now you can unfold it, but when you unfold it, you should be able to see the bend in the middle. Next, you're going to take this top corner and fold it down to that bend in the middle, like so. And then push it down so it's nice and crisp. Now take this corner and fold it down to the middle and push it down so it's nice and crisp. Your paper airplane right now should look like a house. Now you're going to take this corner over here and fold it to the middle like so. And then push it down so it's nice and crisp. Now we're going to take this corner of the house and fold it to the middle like so. And then push it down again. Now your house looks like a pointy house or a witch's hat. Now you're going to take it and fold it back in half on that center fold. And now it's starting to look like a paper airplane. What does it need? It needs some wings. So you're going to take this and fold it down like so. And then come over to the other side and fold it down like so. And now I'm going to just go ahead and put my hands over all the folds, push it down so it's really, really crisp. And we have an awesome paper airplane. Let's see how it flies. So to throw this, last week we talked all about throwing. Hopefully you remember what we talked about. So throwing this paper airplane just like throwing any other ball. Every single time you throw your paper airplane, put it by your ear. Every single time you throw your paper airplane, you're going to point. And every single time you throw your paper airplane, you're going to take a big step and throw. Wow, that was pretty cool. Today, take your paper airplane, practice throwing it, see how far you can get to throw. And tomorrow on Good Morning Muscles, we're going to have a special paper airplane game. Do it!
Well done. Okay.
Good morning, muscles.
All right.
Boys and girls, nice job today. That paper airplane, that's a lot of fun. I wonder how far you can throw yours. Maybe even you could color your paper airplane. Take a picture of it. Send me a picture of your paper airplane. I'd love to see it. Is it better than mine? Only one way to find out. Hey, keep working hard. Have an awesome day. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Muscles!
Ow,